I'm going to teach you guys how to make $400 a day or more with ClickBank. Now, we're going to go through and we're going to talk about how to use AI to make this happen, because AI is changing the face of affiliate marketing. And if you're not on board with AI, you need to be, because you're going to get left behind. So what we're going to do today is talk about how I make money every day with ClickBank and AI. So first of all, this is an image of the mobile home I lived in when I got my first ClickBank account. I will never forget it. We had an old phone, we had an old monitor, everything was a beast and completely slow. But I remember I joined ClickBank in 1999, and I was wondering how this whole affiliate marketing thing worked. Back then, there was a couple of affiliate programs for like web hosting and different things like that, and you might recognize this screenshot here, which probably looks pretty familiar. It is the daily sales snapshot of the ClickBank login page. This is what it looked like when I first started. I literally had zero money. I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to make money online so bad, but I didn't understand it. And then one day, a fateful day, my life changed forever. And there's actually a typo here, but it was July of the year 2000. In July of the year 2000, it was my first ClickBank sale. I will never forget it because it was July 4th. I went down to my dad's house and we had, 4th of July party, fireworks, hamburgers that were overcooked. My family loves to overcook everything. And I remember that day I went home and I logged into ClickBank to see more zeros. And I noticed $21.77. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying, well, you can't even get a meal at the McDonald's for 21 bucks. What are you talking about here? Well, this was my big aha moment, because having $21 automatically, even without doing anything, completely changed the way I looked at making money online. Because now I'm like, wait a minute, I wasn't working, I wasn't doing anything, and I made 21 bucks. Sign me up. Since then, I've made millions of dollars online with affiliate marketing. Here's a screenshot from one CPA network, over $800,000. Here's a promotion I did that did $20,000 in 19 days. We actually banked about $25,000 with the bonuses, and then some other things as well. Now, I've done this in many different niches, from Bible verses to football games to smiley faces. I'll never forget the smiley face one. We'll talk about that in a little bit. That was one that made me multiple seven figures, and it was so simple, it wasn't even funny. So we could see here a lottery one, which we're going to go through today, because in prep for this talk, I actually found a lottery affiliate offer on ClickBank, and it was one of the top offers. So we're going to show you how to do that. In this training, I'm actually going to show you live how we use AI to promote some top ClickBank offers. Here's a screenshot from JVZoo where I made all kinds of other money and more money and stuff like that. Just so you guys know, hey, this guy's the real deal. He knows what he's talking about. First of all, before we get into this, I'm going to teach you some things that work if you do them. But you need to remember that the results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. The average affiliate marketer makes nothing. However, I think with what you're going to understand with AI, this is going to be a game changer, because AI plus ClickBank equals huge profits for you. And there's three ways to start. You might hear a lot of people talk about niche marketing, affiliate marketing, and everything like that. And they say, well, you need to start with your passion. You got to start with something that you're interested in, because that's going to work. Well, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I found the exact opposite to be true. I have found that if you go where the money is, then you're going to make money. If you go where your passion is, maybe you'll be happy about it, but you'll probably be broke too, unless you do it the right way. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at three ways to start. Number one, with the offer. This is where you can go to ClickBank, OfferVault, or any affiliate network, find an affiliate program, and start to promote it. The second way is through domain sales. Now, domain sales is a big, big starting point, because if I can buy a domain that already has traction for my offer, then all I do is plug and play. And this is a strategy that we're going to go through where you could literally get instant traffic. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. I buy a domain, I take it over, I get the traffic instantly. The third way is to start with a niche. This is where people say, or niche as they say it. Some people do correct me, depending on what part of the world I'm in. A niche is where you start with your passion or something that you know a lot about. Okay, so now let's go through, let's take a look at this, and let's understand how this works in terms of ClickBank. And we're going to do that by picking some ClickBank products. Right here we have the smoothie diet, pays $21.60 per sale. We have Lottery Defeated, which I have actually made money with. I think it was this offer, It was a couple years ago, but I think this was the same offer. It was a similar lottery offer. I don't think it's changed. This one pays $131 per conversion. And then we have the Psychic. We got them from everywhere here, so you get a good bit to pick from. Live chat jobs, VIN checkup, and Lost Superfoods. So if I was going out there and I was like, well, I want to make money with ClickBank, I want to use AI, but I don't know what I'm doing, which a lot of people don't. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these and use AI to promote these. So if I was to go out there and say, hey, let's take something like the smoothie diet, okay? I can log into the ClickBank marketplace, I can get in there, I can get that offer, and I can start promoting it. Now, what I want to do first and foremost is see if there is traction for that offer. So I'm going to go over to something like Ahrefs. I'm going to type in smoothie, right, like this, and I can see there's like, yeah, millions of people each and every month looking up smoothie offers. Now, I can also go through and do something like smoothie diet, and smoothie diet will pull up even more. So we have 3,100, about 7,000 searches a month looking for smoothie diets. So we know people are looking this up. But what does that mean to us? How do we get it? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to ask AI, because there's lots of things we can do. I can literally come over here to ChatGPT 4.0, or if you got no money, you can use the free ChatGPT. Either one will work just fine. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, please list 100 popular smoothie ingredients that help lose weight. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to think about our market in a different way. If I can go out there and I can find 100 different ingredients, now what I can do is I can make what's called sideways content, where most people are going to think, oh, I need an article about how to lose weight with smoothies. That's one and done, one shot, that's all you got, you're out. Now, you could pay for traffic, which is good, but a lot of people want to, get used to this before they pay for traffic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these ingredients and we're going to make sideways content. We're going to make videos about the benefits of bananas in smoothie, the benefits of baobab powder in smoothie, ashwagandha, and all this other stuff. And what's going to happen is I'm going to end up with 100 pieces of content. And using AI, I could literally go in here and say, what are the benefits of each? Please, let's spell please correctly. Please list 3. And it'll go through and it'll actually say stevia, here's the benefits, bananas, here's the benefits. Now, what I'm thinking here is I could do Pinterest pin content, where I literally have a picture of a banana, smoothie weight loss, and I say the benefits of bananas. What this is going to do is it's going to give me a lot of eyeballs by providing simple little value to the market with research I don't even need to do. Now, it's going to get better than that, so if you're excited about this and you're like, this is starting to make sense, I like this, we can see here, here's the benefits of collard greens, high in fiber, rich in calcium, all this stuff. Now, what we can also do is we can use AI or a voiceover to make TikTok videos. All right, you see here, discover the secret to healthy weight loss with these delicious smoothie ingredients. 2 million views, 3.8 million views, 2.9, 200,000, and on we go. And we see here, this traffic is very closely aligned with the offer. What we want to make sure we're doing is having traffic that is aligned with your offer. If you go out there and you talk about weight loss and then you drive them to smoothie, there's a disconnect. We need to get them specifically looking for smoothie stuff. Now, going on, we're going to see that we can create that content. Now, I can also make a blog about ingredients in smoothies. I can go out there, I can find a domain name for that blog using something like Spamzilla, and maybe find a domain that had some rankings for the word smoothie. And looking at this, what's going to happen is now I'm getting a head start. I'm getting a head start because now I have a domain that already gets traffic for this, and I have content that is ready to go. This will work if you do it. It just takes time. Most people give up before the magic happens, as my buddy Brian says. But we're going to look at this, and we're going to do this in a very specific way. And using this method, you can find things like this here, smoothie receipt. It's got some backlinks, and you can find some that have lots of rankings with them, okay? And I've bought domains for as low as $5 that have tons of rankings in Google. I literally put the content back up, boom, I get the rankings. I've had some I've paid as much as $3,000 or more. Those ones usually have a little bit more rankings, but sometimes not as many. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to combine all this stuff together. Now, back to our smoothies, we can go out there and make this kind of stuff. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure that our smoothie content is going somewhere simple. I don't want to confuse them. I don't want a link in bio type thing. What I want is go to mysmoothietips.com or whatever it is domain you get. That's just an example. Okay, we have to have it very, very tight knit. So looking at that, we can make content for offers using AI super fast. Also, there's a new tool that just came out recently, which is known as the Google Gemini 1.5 Pro with deep research. This thing is a beast because I can go out there and I can have this research on my behalf where I used to have a team of writers doing this. Now I can have AI do it like that. We actually have a team of writers using AI right now, and I have about 15 writers, and we're getting the work done every day as if I had like 150 writers, which is insane. So now we're looking at this. I can come here and say, please research smoothie ingredients. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow along looking at what AI gives us with the keyword tools to make sure that everything fits in a very easy way. And as you can see, this is going to go through and ask us, hey, do you want this kind of research? I can prompt it. I could say, no, go over here, only find news reports, only use videos, or whatever it is. Now, going through here, I can click Start Research. Now, one of the hidden gems in this tool is it's actually going to download into my Google Docs, which means I can have AI auto-post about that. More about that in just a minute. And you can see here it's researching all these websites, getting all the info, and it's going to go through and get me the content that I need. So this is a basic way to go about it. Obviously, if we were doing blog posts, you would have a blog. Where's our blog? There it is. You would have a blog, and you can do this in a simple way. Now, using tools alongside AI is an absolute game changer. I'm going to show you a really cool tool right here, and maybe we'll get you guys access to it if you guys want it. It's actually very simple. What this tool does is it actually allows you to get results from ChatGPT or whatever AI you use, plug it into your blog, and get instant prompts that will create content for you without doing anything. And in my testing, this thing passes plagiarism like crazy, which is really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to say, I'm going to get the big list. Now just list them. Now just the ingredients. And I can actually go through and get this giant list of ingredients. Here we go. All right, let's just take these first 20. And I'm going to take these here, put them into our tool over here. Where did it go? It is there, right? And then I could say, describe your niche, smoothie recipes for weight loss. Then I have a prompt. I can say, let's do a little prompt card. Now, make a template prompt card for smoothie ingredients. 10 items, please. 10 items, please. Something like this, where it'll say, how many calories are in it, what does it help with, different things like that. And it should do pretty good. Let's see here. Cool. Good. Now let's do how about one ingredient, what it does, calories, ECT. What this is going to do is it's going to go through, and I'm going to be like, okay, bananas are good for smoothies because of X, Y, and Z. They have 19 calories. They're going to help you with your brain. They're going to help you lose weight. Bada bing, bada boom, we're done. So now we have this little thing here, and we are going to go through and add this to our prompt card. Now watch this. This is going to get really cool. So we're going to go right over here, add that in there, and then what we're going to do is take that big giant keyword list. All right, so we'll just take 20 of them. Where did they go? There we go. Right like this. And then what this is going to do is it's automatically going to give me stuff to work with, which is super simple. So we'll go right like this. Now, if you're paying attention here and you watch in posts, what this is going to do is it's actually going to add, if it wants to load, it's actually going to add pending posts for you. So we hit create pending posts, and bada boom, bada bang, it is going to load them up. Okay, so now once it loads these, see how they load right there? Instantly. We're going to go ahead and click on this one, and it's going to give you the prompt to use. So you literally come in here and you're like, hey, I want a quick note card for a banana or blueberries, right? I just go to ChatGPT, right, like this, create my note card for blueberries. Boom, this is instant content that is going to work like crazy. And if you use one of the easier models, it'll actually be a little bit quicker for you. Let's do like this. And boom, it'll say, what are the benefits for this in our smoothie, okay? Now, this is very simple. This is basic content marketing. This will work. You can make content all day about smoothies, the ingredients in smoothies, the things that will help you lose weight. You could promote this thing and make money all day, every day. Let's take a look at a little bit more complicated one. What if we were to go for lottery? Now, of course, doing lottery stuff, make sure if you're doing social media, you watch out for the rules and different things like that because it is regulated. However, if we talk about our thoughts about the lottery rather than, hey, go gamble, right? We could actually do this in a really cool way. So what we're going to do is we can go through and we can ask ChatGPT different things like, let's open a new one here, right, like this. I can say, tell me the most common lottery numbers. And this will show me the numbers and different things like that. And I can make content about this. Now, you might be saying, well, Marcus, that's all fine and good. What can I do? Well, you could put this stuff on TikTok right over here and YouTube and talk about lottery numbers. You see people are doing it right here. Really cool. Now, one of the things about what I call a flipper niche, like the lottery, there's a disconnect between, hey, I'm looking up lottery numbers, what are the best ones, and I'm going to get my credit card number out and buy a lottery software or tool or ClickBank product or whatever it is. The disconnect needs to be met by having something to offer your visitors. If you teach them something good, like, hey, here are the top lottery numbers, here's how I win, or whatever it is, and then you say, go to my website to download the list of the top numbers, boom, that's going to work like crazy. Whereas if you say, okay, here's the top lottery numbers, I really hope you go buy this product on ClickBank, there's going to be a disconnect. The amount of people who click it are going to be very, very little. So what we're going to do is something out of the box. This is going to get a little bit more complicated. It does have programming, but we got AI, which means you don't even have to worry about it. Check this out. Just last night in prep for this talk, I actually went over to bolt.ai and created in seconds on the plane with people getting up and walking around and spilling things. I was able to program an entire USA lottery number generator. And if you're wondering how this works, check what happens over here. If we do lottery generator, we're going to see here you have 3,600 people a month searching for it. You can also do lotto generator. Now, this actually comes from a niche that I have made money with. I made money with the ClickBank offer. I made money with a lottery download offer, all kinds of cool stuff. That website, I'll never forget, I set up one morning, and by the time my coffee was cold, which takes about 15 minutes, I made my first sale. I was like, wait a minute, I put this site up. I literally bought the domain that morning. Within 15 minutes, I got my first sale. It was about $6. By the time I went to bed that night, that site had made over $1,600 in profit. It was actually very simple. And the way it worked was on lottery number generators. So we need to think differently about how can I promote these things in a way that not everyone else is doing. Because if you do what everyone else does, you're going to get the frustration everyone else has, which is not making money. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple lottery number tool. Now, I took this a step further and asked it questions. When you're using something like bolt.ai, you literally go to Bolt. Let me open up a new one here. We'll go to Bolt right like this, bolt.new, and we can go right here and type in whatever we want, and it's going to program it. So let's say I want a smoothie. Let's say I want, like, please make a smoothie calorie counter tool. Watch this. And I think you can use Bolt for a lot of things without cost. There is an upgrade, which if you use it a ton, there's an upgrade. But most of the stuff we made was actually free. You can see that this thing is literally programming on the spot. This thing is doing the work. It's getting all the ingredients. All I had to do was say make a smoothie calorie generator, and bada bang, it's off to the races. And while we're waiting for that to be done, we can see all the different things that it did with the lottery number generator. So with the lottery one, I can come here, I could say I like playing Powerball. Let's go to the random numbers. Boom, it'll generate random numbers based on the Powerball algorithm. Now, if I want to use common numbers, saying, okay, well, these ones pop up a lot, so the chances of winning is probably bigger. Again, this is a for fun tool. If they want to buy the product, they can. And this will move product. I've done it for years. If we use the common numbers, it'll go through and it'll generate them right like this. You can do the same thing with Mega Millions, random, use common. This is perfect content to promote the lottery defeated website. When we're looking at this, it's saying there's an EPC of $4, which means theoretically, on average, you're going to get about $4 for every click you send to the offer. Now, using the generator is something fun. And you might be saying, well, how do I get traffic to that? Well, make a TikTok showing how to use it. Go out there and make Pinterest pins. Make some content, share it on social media, share it on press releases. There's lots of ways to get traffic for this. We can also go through and ask something like ChatGPT or Perplexity to find lottery winners. So if I go right like this over here and say, please find lottery winners over 500K in the last 5 years. I can literally make social media posts saying, guy in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, won the lottery for $500,000 just by buying at the local gas station. Boom. All you would do is systematic content. And the content you make needs to purposely be made to promote whatever offer you're promoting. Everything we need to do needs to be lined up. So now I'm looking at this and I'm like, what better way than to get people into this lottery offer than to show them people who won? It's like social media. We go on social media and we're like, hey, I need to go to the Maldives. I need to go to this place. I need to go that one. And you're looking at everyone and you get jealous and you're like, I want to go travel. Same thing's going to happen with Lotto. If you have consistent content where they're like, hey, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. There you go. And they are going to see these people are winning the Lotto. How are they winning? Well, use the tool. Very, very cool stuff. Obviously, make sure you fall within the rules and the regulations and everything, and don't promise things that you can't deliver. But going through, you can get the research in a very simple way. This is much like I do right now in the drop shipping market. A lot of people want to make money drop shipping. A lot of people in that market make content about how to make money drop shipping. And that content is going to live like 15 minutes unless you have a big site and you get lucky or whatever it is. So what I do is instead of talking about how to make money drop shipping, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find 500 different products that sell really well as drop shipping. I'm going to make systematic content on those 500 different products, or 100 or 50 or however much time you have, go there. But we can do that and they're going to see, okay, well, this little, coffee cup warmer sold $50,000 worth last month. Maybe I can drop ship that. Oh, good. To learn more about drop shipping, go to my website. That's where you'd have your offer. So looking at this in a systematic way, lottery numbers, let's get the winners. Smoothies, let's get the ingredients and the recipes, and then lead them to weight loss. Most people drink smoothies for weight loss anyway. Now we're going through, and we're seeing that we can promote this stuff in a simple way. Let's take a look at how our smoothie generator's coming along. We can see over here in bolt.new, it should have a preview for us, attempt fix, and you don't even need to know coding. All you got to do is upload this to your site. It works right at the get-go. Very, very simple, and it's fixing itself because there was an error in there. Good thing it caught it because I have no idea what this code means, and we'll see how this thing works. And this is something that can work really good because now you can have a smoothie generator, like, okay, you want less calories, you want this, that, or the other. We could even do calorie counter, and you're going to see a lot of people look this up. 580,000 people a month looking up calorie counters. We can even do smoothie calorie. And you're going to see smoothie calories, 400 searches a month. Now, this is going to work really well because what we're going to do is we're going to take each of the smoothies and we're going to talk about how they work and the ingredients and everything like that. Now, if we go back to our programmer, check this out. So now, within minutes, without knowing code, without knowing how to fix the code, I literally have a smoothie calculator where I could say, well, what's in your smoothie? I got a banana, I got a strawberry, I got some almond milk and some flax seeds, and spinach, because peanut butter just does not sound good for a smoothie. But to each his own. So my smoothie is going to be 247 calories. Now, I noticed that, when I make a smoothie, I usually put something else in it, like some juice. Let's go through and have it say, now add an input for a juice, where they can put in the calories. This is a tool that will sell the smoothie weight loss product. It will sell it all day, every day, because what's happening is instead of going out there and trying to promote something directly, I'm going out there and finding the audience that would want it. And I'm going to use that to make money in a simple way. I'm going to use that to get them in and say, okay, well, what better way to get people to my website than to say, the calorie counter I just used? Yeah, that's over at my website. This is like I do all the time on many of my websites. And you can see now, all right, so if I put orange juice in, let's just call this OJ, and it's 300 calories, now I do this, and bada bing, bada bang, there we go. So now it calculates it at 640 calories. Now, let's go a step further, and I wanted to show you an example of where I'm actually doing this. Right now, I have a website and a business in the highly, highly competitive sobriety market. There is no other market that is as competitive as the sobriety market. Now, I entered this because I've been sober for about 10 years, and I wanted to share what I do. Like, how do I stay sober? How do I do that? And so I was like, okay, I want to get new people, but competing with rehabs, like, if there's any company that has a lot of money, it's a rehab. I know, because it cost me a lot of money to go to the rehab, so they have a lot. And I wanted to compete with them, and I was like, okay, well, how can I get traffic of people that want to stay sober, people that are struggling, and instead of going for like, am I an alcoholic or whatever, what if I went for sobriety calculator? Watch this, sobriety calculator. I think it's sobriety counter or something like that. Yeah, there we go, sobriety calculator. So this sobriety calculator term gets 8.2 thousand searches a month, which is cool. I went to Bolt.ai. This was actually, I first made this in ChatGPT before I knew about Bolt AI. And what it does, watch this. I put my name in here. I put my sobriety date in here, 05/27/2014. I hit calculate. Now, what this does is it calculates it. It gives them a little confetti show. Congratulations, you've been sober. And then it shows them the exact hours, days, or minutes, days, and months and years and everything like that. It also gives them a little coffee mug there that they can order if they want to get the coffee mug or whatever it is. What this does is it gets me an audience I wouldn't normally be able to get. Creating a tool is an absolute game changer. And looking at these, you want to think about, okay, let's say I was going to promote Tina the Psychic, right? She's got a soulmate sketch, which I'm guessing, it made a lot of money, we know that, but I'm guessing it's like a sketch of who is my perfect match? Please draw them. Well, watch this. I could literally come over here to ChatGPT. I can create what is called a custom GPT. So I click on create, and I say, let's make a soulmate drawing generator. This will literally, in minutes, create a soulmate drawing generator. Now, I know it's going to be terrible because AI is not going to find my perfect soulmate, not yet. But looking at this, we can use this for entertainment purposes. They're going to be entertained, and then it'll say, hey, you want a real one, go over to Tina or whatever the product is on ClickBank. So now we have this, and we're like, okay, describe them. Let's describe them. And then it'll go through and it'll draw them. Very, very simple. And let's see here. This will actually draw them, and it'll tell you what it's going to look like. Draw this, please. And it'll go through and it'll make the icon for you. And then, of course, you're going to say, hey, if you want more pictures of your soulmate, go over to this here ClickBank offer so I can make money. I mean, so that you can get your soulmate picture. Very, very simple, right? And what we're doing is systematic content. And you could literally go over there. That's not bad. All right, pretty cool. But we could literally go over there and we can put pictures on social media. You put a picture, you say, this is a friendly, outgoing businesswoman, soulmatedrawing.net or whatever your site is. Send them over there, boom, now you have traffic. Using these tools is a game changer. And going here, once I hit this create button, it creates the tool for all of the world to use. And all I would need to do is go over to the GPT builder and say, add my website URL after every image is generated. Now, obviously, we would want to have an affiliate disclosure to say, hey, I get paid when you get the soulmate sketch from the ClickBank, but this is something that can work like crazy. And once we start to understand, it's about thinking about the internet in a different way. Where most people are thinking content, 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 we need to think more about why we're creating the content we're creating, who we're creating it for, and how it's going to help perpetuate a market. A lot of people think that when it comes to web marketing, it has to do with the amount of views. I've had videos that get 500,000 views, and they make less money than videos that get 1,000 views. Why? Because the audience is a mismatch. If you have the wrong audience mismatch and you're chasing views rather than chasing people that are going to buy a product, you're missing the boat. And this is where so many people struggle. They're like, I just want views, and they're looking at that number of 1,000 people looked at this Pinterest, it must be good. 100 people looked at that, 1 million looked at that, this must be good. But I'll tell you, if you have the right person matched up, like if I do videos all day, every day, and all I do is generate soulmates for people on ChatGPT, I can drive people to that offer like crazy. So going through, looking at these, let's say we have something like live chat jobs, pays $61 average commission. Gravity score, there's a lot of people promoting it. This one looks like it's doing pretty good, and it's a $1 trial, so not a big barrier of entry. Looking at something like this, what I would do is I would go to ChatGPT or any other AI, and I could say, what are 100 live chat jobs online? Now, we might get some weird ones here, but we'll try to skip past those. And you're going to see what are the 100. So we got the Chat Shop, Mod Squad, all these other ones here. And I could literally make content about this. This is something that works so good, it's insanely easy. And when you start to look at this and you're like, okay, most people out there talking about make money online or affiliate marketing, right? I know people all the time. They're like, how do I get traffic for affiliate marketing? How do I get people that are interested in affiliate marketing? Do I talk about affiliate marketing? No. You talk about something in a different way. What if instead of saying, here's how to make money with affiliate marketing, here's how to make money with this, what if instead I found 100 websites that affiliate marketers use? Watch this. If you were to go over here and type something in like websites, money, you're going to see that there are people literally just talking about all the different websites that make money. And you will see tons and tons of them. Let's do just websites here. We'll probably get a better view of it. And they'll have top websites for X, Y, Z. Here we go. Powerful websites you should know about, part 156. Ergo, there's 155 other parts. And if this one got 1.5 million views, think about the type of person that would look at videos with websites about something specific. Websites to lose weight, websites to make money, websites to use AI, different tools you need, different things like this. Or if you want to get traffic for ClickBank stuff, talk about the offers rather than just the one thing like a ClickBank. Very, very important. So looking at this, we're seeing, okay, this is about making content deliberately for an offer, using AI to make it easier, making tools that will work for that offer as well, and then going through the process in a very simple way. Let's take a look at a couple others here. We have vincheckup.com, which pays $9.86. When we're looking at VIN numbers, one of the things that would be interesting here is if we can create a VIN number calculator or tool or something that will tell what make and model it is, which is included in the VIN number, and I'm sure AI can make a tool like that. Very, very simple to use. Or a lot of people actually search for VIN numbers. When I go to buy cars, I always Google the VIN number to see if it was ever sold before. I want to see if the dealer's lying to me, which, more often than not, unfortunately, that is a case you got to deal with. So looking at this, we can actually make a VIN number tool that works really well. This reminds me of an offer years ago. I believe it was the rich jerk guy, Kelly Felix, who had the phone number website where it was literally like a search people website, one of those big ones, made a fortune. He was just literally ranking for all these different things, and he got a bunch of traffic. Same thing with VIN. If you rank for VIN numbers that are popular, you're going to get traffic. Making a tool, something like that. Or let's take a look at lost superfoods. If you're going to use lost superfoods, what I would do is I would try to find stuff that is interesting, right? One of the things a lot of people misinterpret or underuse when it comes to making money online, I learned this from Gary Halbert years ago. And he said, one of the things that I know as a marketer is interesting facts. And I was like, what are you interesting facts? Who cares? What, are you going to go on Jeopardy? And I'm like, he's like, no, you need to know interesting facts about your market. What if I knew something simple that most people don't know? Which, if you live in the world I live in, there's a lot of things I don't know, and there's a lot of things other people don't know. And if you have a specific knowledge and something interesting, it will get attention. So if I go here and say, what are 50 uncommon superfoods and how do they work? Now I'm getting content for the superfood stuff because that's what they're thinking about. And if you can get people in the midst of thinking about the product, one of the biggest things in marketing is if I know that you want something before you want it, I can make a sale like that. Ergo, if I have people that are looking up a hardship letter calculator or a hardship letter generator, right? They're behind on their mortgage, they want a hardship letter. I know I can get them to fill out a refinance form like that. I know I can get them into financial products. Why? They need help. They just don't know it yet. There's a lot of things that you can help people with, like this here is a list of superfoods. We got all these different lists here, and we can start to make content about them. We can go out there and say, hey, did you know about this? And I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm kind of a foodie. I drink smoothies. I like superfoods. Most of these I don't know. Like, I didn't know what a lucima is. I didn't know what a camu camu was. These things would be interesting to me. And if I can go out there and get content that would say, hey, you're eating smoothies? Why aren't you putting a camu camu in it? Because here's what it does. Now I have content that's deliberately going to get them over to this offer, and it's going to have a video that's like, if you haven't heard of these lost superfoods, well, I didn't hear about that one. That's why I clicked here. Your sales are going to go up exponentially. Knowing those little facts that most other people don't know is key to making money online, and a lot of people miss this. So when we're doing this, we're going to use AI to make content, and we're going to use AI to focus on the type of content we want to make. So I'm going to use ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini. If you're making videos, use Sora, awesome new tool. Video tools like Camtasia, InVideo. These are tools that you can use to create content. And I can come over to InVideo and I can have it, here's Sora here. Let's see, I think I have my logins. Let's see how this does. We'll do a little test and see how it's working. This is a brand new tool, so I think this will be a fun one here. Sora is a tool that will create a visual based on whatever you type in. I could say, make a whale blending a smoothie. And it'll make a whale, and he'll be over there with his little blender, putting his moringa and his bananas in there, and it'll make that. Just the other day, I made Santa dancing like Elvis, and we can actually go in here and say, let's do a guy in ancient times finding a superfood ingredient, dramatic. Let's just do like that. And then we'll do a quick one here so you could see. And we'll just do one video. And this will actually create a video that we can use for our superfood stuff. And we can make videos that are like, hey, if you're making smoothies and you don't have this ingredient, you're missing out. Here's why. And starting to understand this, we can go to InVideo. And we can have it create a video, make a video about superfoods and how they help you. Different things like that. So going here, let's see how it does. 84%. And as you're doing this, you can also go back and forth from different AI tools like Perplexity. I can have this find news reports about superfoods. Boom. This is going to go through. And this is like having 15 different employees working for you, and literally it doesn't cost that much money. So here's our guy discovering the green flowing plant. I could have a voiceover that's like, in ancient times, this guy found the spirulina out in the jungle, and it helped the nation grow wise, or whatever it does, right? Obviously, we want to be truthful, but having that engaging, entertaining way about it is absolutely key. And starting to look at this and say, okay, now pairing this with the news reports on superfoods, we're going to get traffic like that. Not only that, but using news reports, I could even go out there and do a press release on a free press release site and get traffic that same day, actually the same hour. And starting to understand how all these fit in and saying, okay, well, you know, what are the superfoods? Maybe I could do something like smoothie and moringa. Boom. Now we have smoothie moringa, 4,000 views, 2,000, 2,000, 1,000 here. Here's a guy with 500,000, 1 glass moringa smoothie. These are the kind of things you can make with AI. Now, this guy's a doctor. He looks like a doctor. I don't know if he's a doctor, but he looks like it. And looking at that, you know, I might not be able to get 500,000 views, but maybe I can get 1,000. Will 1,000 not sell a product? And if I make a bunch of videos, will that not multiply? And will that not build and grow and make my list and everything like that? Looking at all these together is key. So using AI to make content, we're going to do Pinterest pins, we're going to do YouTube, and you can pick one, all, you could do whatever you want. A lot of people go all in on YouTube, some people do the TikTok thing, a lot of people do Pinterest, some people want to have content on a blog. My advice, bare minimum, have your socials and have a website or blog. Bare minimum. Why? Because here I want to be able to say a domain name. If you like this video about smoothies, or hey, you want to learn more ingredients, check out my website. This is going to capitalize on the traffic you're getting. I can't tell you how many times I see people get a 1 million view video, they got nowhere to send them. Like, why am I not making money? I get paid a penny per 1,000 views. Why is this not working? It's not working because you're not doing it deliberate and you're not sending them the right place. Using this with Pinterest, TikTok, blog content, everything. Now, if we're going to do tools, again, this is where having your own website comes in handy. Where you'd have your own website, you would host the tool. I could have a website called the Smoothie Generator or whatever it is and say, hey, how do you feel today? Well, I'm tired. I'll put some B12 in your smoothie. Something like that, that makes it very, very simple. Having those tools and creating those tools, we're going to use ChatGPT 4 with Canvas. It's a whopping $20 a month for that one. Or you could use Bolt AI, which is free. All right, there's a paid plan if you make a bunch of tools, but most people can get by with the free one. Now, next up, we're going to use AI to make a marketing plan. What would the plan look like? Using AI, I can make a mailing list. Say, hey, what are 5 emails, 10 emails, 20 emails that people might want for smoothie recipes? Put your name and email, get the smoothie recipes, you send them stuff. Hey, did you hear about moringa? Now, very important, if you're doing a mailing list, do not send the offer directly in the list. Why? Because when you send an offer, your list doesn't like it. They don't want to buy stuff. They want helpful stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, did you hear about moringa and how it helps? Or this secret thing in the smoothie helped me lose weight. Send them to your blog, have the offer on your blog. 1, this is going to help you get more click-through rate, maintain your list, keep them going for a long time. And 2, even more important than making money, you are not subject to suppression laws if you're just sending them to your blog. If I'm sending them an offer, now I got to scrub my list, I got to do suppression laws, I got to beat all this stuff. Nah, I'm just a friendly guy sharing content, and you know, I just happen to have a bunch of ads on my site that go to ClickBank offers. Very simple. So using these tools is a game changer if you do them correctly. Marketing plans, we can go to ChatGPT, Gemini to make those marketing plans. Very simple. I could say, make me, or actually I could go to this Uncommon Superfoods, and I could literally say, now make 50 Pinterest pin titles out of these and TikTok video ideas or YouTube shorts. Pick your favorite, right? So now it's like 10 uncommon superfoods, secret power of baobab, why you should try it, transform your health with these 7 exotic superfoods. This is systematic content that will work if you do it. Your first one will probably get like a view and a half, right? And the half might be me or you. But over time, this is going to grow and build and grow and build. And what's happening is you're looking at what's already happening online. Far too many people are trying to do affiliate marketing where they're trying to go upstream. What we want to do is we want to get in the inner tube, relax, float downstream. Go the direction of where the people are. Go the direction of where the money is. Stop trying to overcomplicate it by saying, okay, I want to go into this, and look naturally, what are people watching? When I do my YouTube channel, I'm always looking at what are people watching? What are people interested in? My most popular video to date, I would like to say that I'm a genius and I came up with the idea because I'm so smart. It's not the case. I literally watched other people, and it was December of 2022, and I was like, what's this ChatGPT thing? And I rushed out to the backyard office and I made a video about ChatGPT, and it did really well. And the amount of money that drove into our business was astronomical. Why? Because I watched the trends. I watched what was already happening. Online, when you're dealing with social media and even dealing with Google searches, what you have is you have something called dynamic inventory. Dynamic inventory means inventory goes up as things go up. Like right now, people are talking about a certain celebrity girl and her meme coin that looked like it was a little, not a good investment for some people. And a lot of people are talking about it, which means the traffic goes up. All those videos, all those people watching it, it goes up, 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 up. And if you can get in that stream where the traffic is, there you go. If there's a common ingredient that got recalled, hey, there's a recall on spinach. Everyone who has spinach smoothies like me, you know, there's the recall. It's going to be top of mind. It's going to be really easy to get traffic. When I had my lottery website, the reason it made $1,600 the first day online, and this was MSN traffic. I wasn't even on Google. It was all MSN traffic. And using MSN Bing traffic, the reason it made that much money is because I did it on the day the lottery was $600 million. It's like 10 years ago or something like that. It was the first time it hit like 600 million. It was all over the news. The traffic was huge. We were getting traffic just left and right, super easy. Again, I would not have known that if I wasn't watching what was going on. If I was out there like, here's how to win the lotto, here's another piece of content about how, not going to work. So we need to do this very simple. Another thing you can use AI for is lead magnets. You want to build a mailing list in the smoothie market? I'm telling you, you have a mailing list with people in the smoothie market, that is money in your pocket. There's no other way to look at it other than money in your pocket. And if I was to go out there and say, ChatGPT, make me a smoothie checklist. Make something helpful. Think like, I want them to print this out and put it on their fridge and be like, oh, did I put my bananas in today? If you could be there, that's the game changer. And looking at this with lead magnets and downloads and things like that, which we're going to get into in a minute, you can go over to a Ahrefs tool or whatever keyword tool you fancy and type in something like checklist, right? This is game changing because if I can go in here, here's the deal. A lot of people think that online there's this thing called junk traffic, and they're right. They think it's junk. But I'm kind of like the Grinch in the spirit of Christmas season, where the Grinch looks at some people's junk and says, I like that. And that's actually how I make a lot of money. There was one market I went into years ago where other marketers told me, you will never make money in it. And we actually made a bet. And I made money in it. And there was another market we argued about. And that market was my biggest one ever. It did over $2 million, and it was the stupidest, silliest market. It was literally about smiley faces. Made me well over $2 million. Now, how do I find these? You find them by looking in a different way. So if we have something like checklist, right? We need to remember that even junk traffic is buying stuff. I know that people out there that complain about being broke, they're still paying rent. They're still paying their mortgage. They still got a car payment. They're paying for things somehow. Much like over here, if I can know what people want, like a wedding checklist, all right? It says the average person in America has a $50,000 wedding. All right, that's the average cost of a wedding in America. What if I told this person something that would make me money? And this is a little bit different than a ClickBank offer, but I'll round back to it, just so that you get the point. If we were to have something like wedding planning checklist or wedding checklist, what if I told them they could get 5% of their wedding costs back on a credit card? Would they not sign up for an Amex card or Visa or whoever has the offer? Those offers pay a lot of money. So if we can think about what they want before they know it, hospital bag checklist for mom. What are they doing? They're going to the hospital and having a kid. I got 2 kids, and I make a pretty good living, but kids cost a lot of money. And I know that if I can get them there, I could say, hey, here, checklist number 2, get this guide for, after pregnancy smoothie or whatever it is, or buy a car seat or something like that. And using this, we can go to ChatGPT and make these in a simple way. First apartment checklist, apartment insurance, move-in stuff, how to live on your own, home inspection checklist. Looking at these is a key. And you can even go through, I'm sure people probably look up a smoothie checklist. And it's interesting because looking at these things, let's do maybe food checklist or vitamin checklist. Vitamin checklist would be good to get people into. Now, looking at these, I think I spelled it wrong there, but looking at these, you're going to find tons and tons of traffic, and we're going to think about it in a different way. Here's a bunch of vitamins people look up. We could talk to them about how to get those in their smoothies and different things like that and promote the offer. Then I would just go to ChatGPT and say, now make a smoothie vitamin checklist. Boom. It'll go out there and it'll do it. It'll even make it fancy for you. It's very, very simple to do. And what we want to do is we want to think about our market. We want to think about what would they actually want? What keeps them up at night? How can we make life easier for them? And this is going to work, showing, okay, here's how to get vitamin K in your smoothie. Here's this, here's that. You could literally make little cards or a slideshow. One of the other things that I think with AI a lot of people miss out on is the power of the Microsoft tools with AI. Watch this. So let's say you wanted to promote this smoothie offer and you want a slideshow or a webinar. I go to Microsoft PowerPoint, I click on Copilot, and I literally say, if it'll come up here, make this into a slideshow. And it'll make a slideshow about all these smoothie ingredients. And then what would I do at the end of the slideshow? I would literally go in, yes, please make the slideshow. I would literally go in, I'd read off of the slides, I'd click the button, and I'd say, now that you're done, get a printable version of this over at my website. They get the printable version, I brand it with my ClickBank offer, I'm good to go. Let's see here. Try asking me again. Smoothie, vitamins, presentation. This will actually go through, it'll get the images, it'll make the text, it'll make it nice, everything like that. Very, very simple. And we'll come back to that when it's done. Sometimes it takes a little bit. But looking at this, now we can go through, we can make lead magnets, we can make webinars, we can make checklists and downloads. If you're doing webinars, ChatGPT, you can use your own voice, you can use a face image. We're using AI face images where you'll have like a little cartoon. Just the other day, we made the talking banana, which would be perfect for the smoothie market, right? I think he was down here somewhere. See, we're making all kinds of stuff here in AI, and let's see where our banana is. There he is. He came out pretty cool. And there's our banana guy, and you can have the banana guy that's like, okay, here's, Barry the banana. Barry, that would be kind of weird for smoothies. Might be confusing. We'll call him Bert the banana. And Bert the banana would talk to you about different smoothie ingredients. This is the kind of stuff that will get traction. It's just a matter of doing it. And then going out there, having him read the slideshow, or you read the slideshow, or whatever it is. There we go. Smoothie Vitamins 101. Presentation overview. Here's what they do. Here's all the vitamins. It literally made this in seconds, and all I would have to do is read this content. It is not hard to do. It will move product. And starting to understand, this is about creating things with a purpose, making our content and our tools with the direct path to profit. Everything I do needs to lead to what makes money. Also, looking for flipper markets. Is there a back door to a market? Weight loss market, competitive, difficult, hard to do. Other markets, like how many calories do I lose walking or standing at my desk? These people are looking for weight loss, they just don't know it yet. Super cheap markets to get into. Flipper markets have made me millions of dollars where you could go out there and make a mortgage calculator, lead them to refinance stuff. Make a lotto calculator, lead them to the lotto offer. A weight loss calculator. A lot of people out there are looking for BMI calculators, huge in the weight loss market. You look up BMI calculator, it's got 1.9 million searches a month. You look at this one, the cost per click on Google, meaning the Google advertisers paying 2 cents. Literally 2 cents. Watch what happens when we move it to weight loss. Boom. It's going to be like a $3 click. 90 cents, $4, $3, $3.50. We literally found a back door to that market. They just don't know it yet. And when you start to understand that people are looking for things, and if you can get in the path of what they're looking for and why, right? You got the BMI calculator, and with AI, you could program the calculator to say, your BMI is above 25, you need this. Or your BMI is 7, get some new weights, because obviously you're lifting weights, unlike Marcus here. And you start to understand this will get people to your offer in a way you've never seen before. I have used this to literally generate hundreds of millions of visitors in a super simple way. And then starting to look at, okay, how do we pair this together? We're going to look for the flipper markets, and we're going to run offers that match with whatever they're looking for. My advice is, instead of going out there and looking for an offer, go out there and find something you can help people with. If I find BMI, then find the offer that fits. If I find alcohol calculator, see how long you've been sober, boom, there you go. Or you find one that's like alcohol, blood alcohol level, get them into lawyers, right? They're probably going to need them. But at any rate, if I take all these and I start to run offers that match with the traffic and I find the traffic first, the entire internet is your oyster if you do it that way. Because far too many people are, I got the weight loss product, the only keyword is weight loss. No. You're missing the whole point. We need to find stuff that works. We need to make things that those people want. Focus on value first. And I know a lot of gurus talk about value, but hardly anyone tells you what it is. Value is subjective, and it's in the eye of the beholder. One person might think my sobriety calculator is valuable. Another person might think it's terrible. I'm not making it for the guy who thinks it's terrible. I'm making it for the people who want it. Value could be as simple as banana, 30 calories, don't put it in your smoothie if you get tired in the middle of the day. That could be value to someone. Starting to understand that value can be very simple, and value, when you know how to use these tools, Bolt AI, ChatGPT, Perplexity, another tool I'll go over and then we'll do the Q&A here, is the podcast tool that was put out by Google. This tool is an absolute game changer. The name is slipping my brain. What is it called? Notebook. Notebook LM. Using Notebook LM, you can actually go through and create a full 2-person podcast about whatever you want. Not only that, but Notebook LM will actually go through and research your topic. So if I go over here and say 9 YouTube channel ideas to make money, I literally loaded it with a bunch of guru videos. And I could go over here and click this notebook guide, and I can click on load conversation. It will literally have an AI-generated podcast. I could put a face to it. I could put slideshows to it, whatever I want. This is stuff that works in a very simple way, and it's doing the research for you. And if you use AI with what I'm teaching you here and ClickBank offers, it is a game changer. And you can see here, I don't know if we have audio, but there, yeah, we do over there. You can actually hear the podcast. It's a 24-minute podcast about monetization strategies and YouTube niches. And this is something that I literally did nothing but copy and paste links. And if you understand that AI is going to help you research, AI is going to help you make stuff that makes money, it's going to get your lead magnets, it's going to build the tools, everything, your world will change, because this is actually very simple to do. And a lot of people don't do it because it seems too simple. And a lot of people think I sound smarter than I am. I just keep it simple, and it works.